7:45, bed bugs may be making the news lately, but a more common problem could be threatening your family and your pet right now. Dr. Nikki Eaton is a veterinarian at the Animal Hospital of Polaris. Thank you for being here, and you brought with you Eddie.
Eddie, yes, this is Eddie. This is my daughter's dog,
okay,
Eddie.
So unfortunately, Eddie's adorable, not up for adoption.
Yes.
But Eddie's here because we're going to talk about fleas. It's really a big problem, and especially this time of the year. What's going on?
See, what happens is that people think spring and summer that they just need to put flea control on their pets at that point in time.
Yeah.
And then they start tailing off in the fall because it's nice weather.
Right.
But that's the problem. You start tailing off. The weather is nice. The fleas like the weather. The fleas like your pets. So really we recommend to people keep your pets on flea control year round.
Year round. And
yes.
This is something you do once a month?
Once a month.
Okay.
Usually you can ask your veterinarian what type is best for your pet, but once a month, easy to do,
okay.
Not very hard, very safe for the pets, and you know, it's very safe for, I know people are always concerned with their kids.
Right.
And putting flea control on their pet and then their kids touching the pet.
It.
And what I always tell people is do it at night when the child's sleeping. By the time that the child and the pet wakes up, it's going to be dried.
So we know the animals can get fleas, but what about us? I mean, can your pet actually give you fleas?
Well, not actually give you fleas, but fleas can bite you.
Oh, yes.
So what happens is that I hear from a lot of people is that they'll go to somebody's house and then they'll come home to their house and they have an indoor cat and never had fleas before. So the flea doesn't want to live on you, it wants to live on the pet itself.
Yeah.
So, but you can be a nice little carrier for them, take them home, and then of course people can get flea bites that can cause an allergic reaction.
Yeah,
so you have to be careful with that.
They're extremely itchy. And you made a really good point that you can bring them to your indoor cat. A lot of people that have indoor cats do not treat their cats because they think that, oh, they're not outside, they're not going to get fleas. So that's a really good point, that even if you do have an indoor cat, you do want to do this. Obviously those bites itch. Can they cause any other type of problems though?
With people, yes, it can cause infections.
Okay.
So if you have any flea bites and it's starting to cause an infection on the skin, you definitely want to see your doctor. In animals, fleas can cause skin infections too, but the other thing that they can cause is that when an animal grooms themselves and they eat the flea, it actually causes tapeworms.
Really?
So that's how dogs and cats actually get tapeworms.
Okay.
So that's a huge problem.
Okay.
So
how do we know if our animal, obviously they're going to be itching like crazy. Are there any other telltale signs that, you know, show us that they have fleas?
Well, it's a lot easier on Eddie, as you can see, because he's white and you could see the fleas crawling through him. But the key that I always tell people is fleas usually like the rump area where the tail is,
right.
And then also look on their belly.
Okay.
Their belly is more bare, so a lot of times you can see the fleas crawling, even if you have a darker pet.
Okay, so how do we treat this? I know that there are some in-store, like kind of lotion, gel that you put on the back, but some of them can actually be a little dangerous.
Yes, exactly. So the best thing that you can actually do is ask your veterinarian